So this is the comb I've just taken off the top of here. And this is a mini plus. Just look at it, it's so well populated. Absolutely fantastic. I never even dreamt they'd be this good. I'm giving them space today, even though it's cold this evening. And most of the bees have stopped flying now. All these hives are all full and they're all doing really well. But even though it's cold, you can probably hear that wind from the east, cold and clear. There was a frost on the ground this morning. But look at those bees, they're absolutely fantastic. They're just about flying weather. I'm not going to hang around, I'm going to get a nuke underneath these right now. And those bees will have room then to grow down into that nuke, and they'll fill that nuke because I want to graft from this queen. Well, I want drones from her, so as soon as I can, I'll get a drone comb in there and get some drones going from this one because it's a fantastic stock. I've got all these to do. They're all great bees. Everything is suddenly looking amazing. This weather is brilliant. So, there they are, transferred over. They have space underneath now. Huge amount of bees in that box. But now they can come and go from the front. See, they're all fanning their way in. I wanted to be a bit careful here because I'm aware you can get bees caught out by the cold, but they're all super full of honey and all well fed. They're not cold here today. So we've got away with it, but that's what you've got to be careful of. You can try and do things too late in the day and they don't make it back in before they die. But that's a good result. So they'll be away, they'll be building overnight, they'll know they've got space now and they'll just motor. Because I want to get some drones from this queen. She's a lovely queen, and now is the time to get your drone comb in. With the bees are starting to build theirs, get yours in. Another thing that's lovely to do now, we've got some dry weather. Where I trimmed the other day, we've got some grass to use in the smoker. Happy days. Pack that in. Perfect smoking material. Ram that in there. Brilliant. Oh, so nice, the weather's getting better. I have missed working bees. On we go. That's better, good. So I'm just out looking at these nucs that are all doing really well, but it's cold. And I'm not moving the bees much. You can see this had 5 frames and a partition. You see how it's growing so well. That this frame is being built. It's packed full of bees, they need more space. See how they're building the bottom out, filling it full of honey and nectar. Lovely bees. These are some of my grafts I did last year. Just look at this. Preparing that for a brood frame. These need more space. So, look at that. That's just a brand new frame with the most delightful light coloured wax in it. They are just going to munch on that and build it straight away. Beautiful. So you can add frames if you need to when it's cold, just by rolling back that polythene. That's done. The pollen sub's all been eaten, all gone. I'm not going to add any more. There's loads of pollen coming in today. Even today they were flying when the weather wasn't that warm. So that's great. And close that off now. Dig that back. And we can put the roof back on now normally, and that can be transferred into a hive very shortly. And I can use these on the new nucs and new splits I'm going to do soon. All good news. Next one, very strong. So glad I came when I did. I bet there's a partition in this, and I bet they need space. They're building drone comb in that top part, you can see. Let's just put these down on the floor. They'll stay there for a while. And I bet you in here we've got a partition. Yes, there it is. Maybe not. Let's look this side. Oh no, they are already on 6 frames, and they're going to need space like tomorrow morning. I have to come down with some, or either transfer that into another hive, but I can't because this is in a pile of 3. So I'm not moaning, that's absolutely fantastic. There's not a lot I can do really till I'm going to come with some mini plus frames and put some mini plus frames on here in another box. So that will give them something to build into because there's loads of bees here, so it's fantastic. But I'm pretty sure that is not a partition. Pretty sure it's a frame. See if we can get that out carefully. One-handed and on my own with no tripod. Totally disorganised. There we go. Let's give that a little look. See what we can see on that frame, because I expect it's going to be completely built out. There we go, it's loose now. Let's have a little look. See what we can see here. I can't get this out because it's full of honey and brood. I'm not going to lift that out anymore, it's just too perfect. I don't want to damage the queen. Let's put that back in. That's a 6-frame hive, that's got to be split. Or put stuff on, I can split that tomorrow and then take a load of bees from that. That's fantastic, that is tomorrow's split. One of the first ones. Got all these bees back down. Perfect. Perfect. Woohoo! That's what you get when you get really good bees, you know? Absolutely full. Lovely. Here we are with the next one. This shows what you get in beekeeping. One guess as to what this is. This is laying workers. And how do you know? Because all that is drone. And they're desperately trying to make queen cells, but those aren't real queen cells. This has been a drone, not a drone layer, sorry, this has been a laying worker colony for quite a while. And there's a good amount of drone coming through, but I'm going to leave these drones because it'll give me a few around the apiary, and I may even add a frame of brood to them because there's enough bees to support a frame of brood. It's kind of a dilemma what you do here, okay? What I should really do is just shake them out and let the bees join another colony, but I'm desperate for drones at the moment if we get any early mating going on. So it's always a good idea to have some early drones. You can see one hatching right there. There he is. But the problem is this is a failed colony, it'll never recover. But if I add a frame of brood from another colony 2 or 3 times, and then they might make a queen, but it's still really too early to make a queen. It's only the end of March, so it's a dead loss really. So we're out in this beautiful sunshine at last, and we got warmth here. I'm in a little quarry site where I've got a load of Nucs, and my goodness me, are they going mad today. Just look at this. Isn't that absolutely wonderful? So I've come down to split these Nucs to give them more room because they're almost full, and I've also come down to make myself some Nucs so that I can then increase my stock quickly. So it's all good. There's some other ones here, all these here. All these are looking really, really lovely. You can see that passage of bees. Absolutely fantastic. First real day we've had in the warm, where we're getting maybe 16 degrees and the bees are just going mad. They're building comb everywhere, all looking rather good. So let's get on with this. Little splits, trying to get all this lot done here so I get some quick queens, quick hives made. And then we'll be motoring them. These will, in turn, the queens that are left in here will become honey producers for this year as well. That's the plan. And they may even get split at the end of the year. But we shall see. This is what it's all about. I don't think I'm going to need any smoke, but I'll just have it in just case I need it. It's gone down well. The beauty of having, these are full, look. I'm just going to put this over because I don't like getting stung. I don't think these bees are shitty at all, but with the weather being so perfect as well. Absolutely beautiful, look at that, totally packed. Beautiful. Full of bees. Eggs in the middle. Lovely bees, hardly running around at all. Check I don't take the queen, but she won't be on this, I don't think. Look at that, absolutely wonderful. So nice to be back working bees again, you know. Let's get that out the bloody way. Nice frame of brood. You can see that. And find this queen. Wow, these bees are amazing. Oh look, we have a queen cell. It is empty. That one's got royal jelly in it. Wow, I'm so glad I came when I did. That's the drone cell. All that brood, beautiful. Eggs. This is a hatching brood, so I'm quite pleased. So trying to find the queen in here is going to be fun. It's alright, I'm wearing my bee suit. Hardly moving these bees, look at them. Gorgeous. So many bees, I can hardly. Wow, there's our queen. Marked green, she looks beautiful. See her there? You can see her there. Where's she gone now? Look away, look back. There she is. Beautiful. So I'm going to leave this one in because I know where the queen is. I can not worry now. And I don't want to take all the brood with me. I just want to check there's plenty of brood in these other frames. The problem is brood needs keeping warm. And I want lots of bees and lots of brood, but I also want to leave plenty of brood behind. So that's beautiful. They've got a frame of sugar there. Plenty to shake a few nurse bees off the foragers. We'll all be out foraging. Look at that brood there. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. They need space. They've got it now. So the queen will be in there with her brood. Let's move this one closer. And put one frame there. I think that's, if that's honey, that can stay on the outside, but why not? Let's put it on the outside. Put all this together. Ah, there's brood on there as well. Look, sheets of it. Wonderful. Let's put that closer in. So all three frames are brooded together. And then the bees can have three new lovely frames of foundation. That's a slightly drawn up one, which is a good help for them. And two brand new ones, which look, oh, that's just so gorgeous, that is. Lovely wax. In they go. That's our split done. What a joy. What an absolute joy that is. Bees have got room. The queen's in there, definitely. Everybody's happy. There's a flow on. They're going to grow now, and then they'll go into a big box. I can transport them to a hive. In probably a week, they'll need transferring to a main hive, which is absolutely brilliant. They've got pollen sub, everything they need. There's the pollen sub. They've got a bit more left. Just cut the middle out of that and move it closer together so it's right above them. First nuke is made, done. Lid goes on. Wonderful. It's back on. If it goes cold and I want to put a feeder on, I can, but it's pretty unlikely. We've had the cold weather. It usually goes in a 2-week cyclical thing here. So push that back in there out of the way, that keeps them warm. And there you go, that's done. No bees flying around me. I could have done that without a visor on, you know. Unbelievable, beautiful. One nuke made, on to the next ones. And they're heavy, they've got honey, brilliant.